future.
Yes, hello people of the future. To say that first for people who can't watch right now. But if you are watching right now, I'm about to give you a little shouty out. Hello, Realms What Will Be Your Nightmare. Hello, Larry Hughes, Scuba Steve, Patricia Hogarty, Tugwork Studio, Anaxana Moon. And, alright, hello people of the future. Edson Juice. Once I say hello to everyone, I have something to tell you. Because I cannot unthink it. Realms What Will Be Your Nightmare. Hello, Chase Perry. Hello, Ken Leshy Zarish. Pops the Two, Ike Camacho, John C. Scott Coldheart.
Moderator extraordinaire.
That's right. Josh Newman, Poison Sumac, Cobwebs and Candlesticks. Cheese Face Nightingale. I don't know what that means.
Are you new?
Maybe no cobwebs. No, that's not a person.
Someone's name.
Yeah, and maybe I did say Cheese Face Nightingale. It's possible.
Maybe that's what the captions thought you said.
Right. Splatterhouse Studios, Rhonda Toy, the Stream Elements Robot. Just in case the robots take over, I don't want them to get me. Grey House Haunts. It's been a while, Grey House Haunts. You get a fist bump.
Our fist bump is back.
That's right. I worked tirelessly to get back the fist bump. Susie Gardner.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, Stacy's mom. Tug Hillbilly Homestead. Patricia Hogarty. You should go work in the studio too. Absolutely. Get to work. Go make stuff. Or come make stuff, because I'm doing it right now too. South Omaha Horror. And Susie Gardner.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, Stacy. Hello, Crips. Good to see you. Rhonda Toy is unsure about what she will say. She's retracting all of her messages.
Uh-oh, do we have a... Oh, check your levels. We got somebody else's mic on.
I do make sense,
Yeah,
because I'm doing it right now too. South Omaha Horror. And that didn't fix it. See this? Hello, Chris. Am I Rhonda Toy? All right. Hello. Did we fix it?
Hopefully that fixed it.
Yeah.
Avocado, if we fixed it.
Right. Do we have an echo? Maybe we did. Oh, look, and it even said the Beast Man fist bump. Hello, the King. All right, we're on to the last couple. Rhonda, is everything okay? Blink once for yes, and twice for no. Larry Hughes. Okay, we fixed the sound. Avocado. We fixed the sound. Trying to say at John C. and you retracted it like 9 times. That's awesome. That's something that I would do.
Okay, avocado, we're fixed.
Yep, we're fixed. Okay. So now, yes, Doyle. This
Doyle.
is Honorary Doyle.
Yeah.
He is very needy today for some reason.
It's cold and there's chicken.
I think he's needy because Shannon made chicken and it's in the shop, and
He can't have it.
he wants it. So if he pesters us, he thinks that he will get what he wants. Don't you? Yes. But no. We must. We have monsters to make, Doyle. Come on, go to room cam.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
All right. I have to grab a couple molds. So while we're on room cam, Stacy is going to talk about Transworld stuff.
Tarantulas. What am I allowed to talk to about tarantulas?
I don't hide stuff. Like
okay,
I don't.
So I'm allowed to. We're full bore talking.
Aside
about
from those
tarantulas.
2 bags that have things covered up over there, I don't really have secrets.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
cool.
tell them about what we're doing for
Tell them
Transworld
about what we're doing.
while I go
Trans-
find the molds I need.
The King says Alan's a gamer. Yeah, that's a thing.
Well, it's a gamer chair because I spend a lot of time at a computer. I don't actually game there. All right, me and Doyle are going to go get some molds out of the back.
I'm gatekeeping the chicken.
Stacy.
over here.
Well, if you have your eyes on him, you should be fine.
Yeah. It's just Stacy and Doyle. Okay, so let's see, Transworld stuff. One of the things I'm working on right now is peeling out some of the laser cut details from the EVA foam for one of the costumes that we're doing. This is going to be like a fawn type character to kind of go along similarly with that fawn mask camera is blurry. Yeah, we're having some struggles with this particular camera focusing farther out. Up close, it's fine. Out here, it's a struggle. So let's see. We are planning on bringing a Mothman, a Root Scarecrow, a Wendigo, Pan, which is for this guy here, a Praying Mantis, a Wood Witch, a Plant Monster, and like a chair, like a Rolly Monster, the Plant Monster that's based on a seated position for some accessible haunting there. So that's exciting. Right now we're working on getting stuff laser cut that we already have patterns for, and then we're going to move into digitizing patterns for stuff we don't currently have digital patterns for, so we can cut everything on the laser, which we are very excited about. To Christian Ty Edwards, any more balls? Not tonight. We at least have finished our balls for the evening. Although I think he probably is going to do the teeth on last night's Plant Monster nugs, which have now sat all night and the glue is dry, so they should be ready to go. The King's is fair enough. Yep. So we're getting excited about it. We're looking at having potentially like 4 still walkers up, and with any luck we can do some duplicate costumes so we can have things on the mannequins as well as up walking around. So that'll be nice. This year is going to be pretty interesting. I'm excited. Doug Hillbilly Homestead. Don't forget the bags of flock for the after party. Listen, those are not recreational flocking bags. Those are strictly medicinal. King says, good evening, Earthlings. Fieldwalker Mass said, hello from Scotland. Hello to Scotland. Good to see y'all on this evening. I guess one of our actor trainers from Dark Hour is in Scotland right now. Fieldwalker Masks. Bobby Godwin is checking out some of the sites and apparently quite a bit of the whiskey from there. Found some hard to get stuff in the States, which is exciting. Some of this is a little harder to peel out than others. But yeah, getting excited. Also finalizing the details for the Creepers meetup. Right now we are planning on Friday at the host hotel, the Marriott Grand, I believe. Patricia Huggerty says, what you making, Stacy? It looks cool. Right now I am popping out the little laser offcuts from a big sheet of EVA foam. This is going to be the rib cage for the Pan costume. And it's going to be a layered thing, so I have this one that I still have to pull all the pieces out of, and this one, which is much more filigree-y. Edson Jew says, you do remember that it's legal here in Colorado. Yeah, well, it's not here in Texas. We can flock all we want, but, but that's it. Diane Verbal says, salutations to everyone. Hello, Diane. Good to see you. Which mold is that? Is that Heptaron?
It's Heptaron.
So we're pouring a Heptaron for one of our Patreon supporters at a particular, I think it's the $20 and above Patreon supporters.
Oh, I don't know. That's a you question.
I believe it is the $20 a month Patreon supporters.
If I wanted to know that information, I would ask you.
That's true. I believe it is the $20 a month Patreon supporters and above get a free mask blank every year. So if you support us on Patreon, that's one of the things that goes out. Scuba Steve is looking forward to Transworld. Yeah, man. Look forward to seeing you too.
Yeah, it'd be great to see you.
Yeah, weeding. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm doing. I have a Cricut, so I do quite a bit of that at home as well, but not quite as 3D as this. But I really like how clean the laser cuts these like super delicate
pretty sexy
stuff. It's pretty sexy. Some of this you're gonna have to hit from the back with like a heat gun or something. It's got a little bit of flash on it.
Well, I'm about the Dremel.
Yeah, also the Dremel.
That'll do it.
That'll do. We are a little fuzzy on RuneCam. I know we struggled to get that to focus the other night.
All right, we're gonna stay right there.
We try again.
You stay right there.
I'm not moving.
I'm gonna go up and polish the lens.
Sounds good. Yeah, so we're going with an overall kind of a foresty, plant-based theme for this year's Trans World.
Yes. Yes, we are.
I'm excited to see how that all ends up coming together.
And what my goal is to do a theme of a whole bunch of stuff. See, it's focused really well right here. I think you just have to come forward.
Wow.
Or just stand here every time you want to talk to room cam.
I feel like that does kind of defeat the purpose of the room cam.
Do you think?
Norman Vincent says hello from the brewery. Builder
Hello.
Chick says good evening from Florida. Patricia Hogarty says I cut foam with my Cricut often. Me too. The King says, have you ever tried to disconnect and reconnect?
Well, it's not a no, because it's working, but it's fuzzy. And now, see if I can keep it focused on me, and if I can slowly back up.
Build up, build up. Edson Juice says, Stacy and Alan fist bump.
Okay, just stay focused on my hand. Stay focused on my hand. And this camera might only have a point of focus, that is, you know?
Yeah.
Like this might be about, it's
Yeah,
meant to be a
'cause I think
webcam.
previously we had it over here, so you have a shorter depth of field
Right.
for it.
So, but I think it's pretty well in focus for here.
Yeah.
You're actually now out of frame, but you're on wheel, so you can come forward.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. The King says, hello, Mr. Allen.
Hello, the King.
Thank you, Scott Colhart. To help support these shows, join the Sylvie Studios Patreon.
Yeah, all right. So, Edson Juice. I want to tell you something that popped into my brain, and I cannot get it out of my brain. And this minorly involves you because of how this works. It is, in my brain, I mispronounced Beetlejuice.
Oh, no.
And I said Beetleglutes.
Beetleglutes.
Beetleglutes, Beetleglutes, Beetleglutes. And what does Beetleglutes summon? I don't know. But I wouldn't want to find it out.
A dead butt.
Beetleglutes.
Beetleglutes. David Quintana says, ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Mr. DeVille, even.
That beetle has the booty.
Cat Swift says, those step stools terrify me. I'm still a little out of frame.
No, this is a really good step stool.
Changing a wall display, the stool broke, and I fell inside it, and the whole thing fell over.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Great.
We old folks don't bounce
Perfect.
well.
This has the
Perfect.
Thank you, Scott Colhart. Said, like, share, and subscribe.
That step stool is rated for 375 pounds. Luckily, I am not 375 pounds. Yet. But if I apply myself and work really
listen.
hard,
We could get there.
don't doubt my skills. Let's go.
Edson Juice says, buns of pudding.
Beetleglutes, Beetleglutes. There we go. See? We are. Now we're friends.
There, sir.
Come on, follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Both of them?
Just this one.
Just the one.
Oh yeah, you can see it much better there.
And actually, like this design, this is a Chad Savage.
Hey.
This shirt is a Chad Savage Wendigo, and you can see that it has similar texturones.
Texture.
I like the Wendigos that look a little bit rooty and planty.
Yeah.
I like them. So this goes
Cracking the King up.
Yes. I am prepping.
I already had a couple callbacks to last night's
No.
Monday's stream.
No. We're not going to go there. Let those
Too
sleeping
late.
dogs lie.
We done did. Norman Vincent says, I do like the shirt.
Yeah, it's the good. Hit me with a pip.
And you pipped.
Okay. All right, so is this on screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to kick that monitor over a little bit?
I will.
You could also bring me that mouse.
Bring what?
You could also bring me that mouse. Don't you have that little undershelf light too?
Oh, I do have one of those.
How do you do the do light? Aha!
Great.
David Quintana says you're gonna need a grip soon. You're not wrong, dude.
I need a grip now, but I don't make enough money
So
right
we can't
now to
afford
have
it.
a grip.
Go and support us on Patreon so we can have a grip.
Right, yeah, exactly.
We need a guy with a boom mic.
Let me get somebody else up on here. When I come, oh, mouse.
Mouse. And you're gonna kick that monitor over.
Mouse. Ah, mouse.
I saw that movie for the first time during the pandemic. Tony and I went to a like a drive-in movie thing
Uh-huh.
where we could sit in our car,
Yeah.
and they had a guy who dressed up as Flash Gordon, and
Were you like, hey, is that what that soundbite's from?
that is 100%. I was like, oh, well, it all makes sense now.
That's why he keeps singing that.
Big Dan Tattooer says, hello, monsters.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I like that little under cabinet light.
Everybody thinks I'm having a stroke. I'm just trying to get the camera to. I'm trying to get the
Focus.
camera to show my head.
The king says, master of the universe.
No one logs in to see my head. Let's be real. So,
Different website.
right.
David Quintana says, I miss drive-ins. We have a bunch of them here. The one that we went to was like a pop-up drive-ins. They had like a little scaffolding screen that they put up, and it was in a parking lot.
They're really like it's like a pop-up drive-in.
Yeah.
It's a pop-up drive.
Is that what I said?
It's exactly what you said. But Stan was half in the other room.
Fair enough.
I think Rue sealed this mold up.
I don't know.
So it's just gonna
Wait, is that good or bad?
it's just gonna make my life a little harder.
Oh, Rue.
I have to make sure that these teeth are bubble free.
The king says, never been to one, a drive-in.
Well, the king, probably because you are 19 years old. And you are young.
Well, also, this is a great time to try and find one, because you still probably don't want to be in a movie theater with a bunch of people.
Yeah, I know.
No thanks. The king says, Alan, you should do an Only Hands page.
One of my big jokes at the fair was people were hanging out by the mermaid exhibit, like 13-year-old boys, because it has boobs drawn on it. And I would say that they were looking out for her OnlyFins account.
Cat Swift says, Mr. Stan!
Stan is here. Go to room cam so they can see Stan.
There's a Rue cam.
There's a room.
Oh, I thought you said a Rue. I'm like, well, what has he done?
Come over here so you can be on camera.
Well, he sealed his mold up pretty good, is what he did.
Hey.
There you go. It is a Stan.
Hi, Cat Swift.
Working on our laser.
Stan, what kind of socks do you have on today?
Jackalope socks on today.
Okay, so later on, what time is it now? All right, at 9:30 there'll be a Stan sock showing. At 9:30.
9:30.
You can see what's next.
At this point, Stan socks are like Disney characters,
Yeah.
where there's a sign, there's a meet and greet for Stan socks at 9:30.
For 10
Yeah, right.
minutes.
Line can start
Yeah,
forming at
those-
8:30 for Stan socks.
Yeah. Jackalope.
It's,
Alright, you're back on the pip. The king says 24. Ha!
I'm separating zip ties.
You know why we don't do only hands? Do I have to remind these guys?
Because I'm old and fat.
Because hands are a bitch.
Hands are that, yes.
The king says, can Stan make an only Stan?
Only Stan account.
I'll be my only subscriber.
It just picks a Stan.
Just me.
Patricia Hogarty says, Rue takes his pants off. That's when he got a camera.
He did, yeah. That's true.
Oh, there's no camera back here.
Buster Mac says, hello all.
Hey, Buster Mac. Is that Buster Mac from the UK? So, I'm going to prove that I am a beastly American who
That's
is
true.
unaware of things. Like, Brexit was a big deal like a couple of years back.
Uh-huh.
Did they Brexit? Or have they not done it? Like, they voted to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Did they actually leave, or did they say take backsies?
I stopped captioning before it was all finalized, so I couldn't tell
Got it. Okay. Someone in the UK tell me if Brexit happened, or if there's a timetable on it.
Edson actually changed his YouTube name to Edson Glutes. He
Edson Glutes.
He says better.
Beetle glutes, beetle glutes, beetle glutes. And then let's picture Beetlejuice turning around, there's two big scarabs. I can't unsee it from my brain.
Patricia Hogarty says, drive-ins went out of popularity when we got too much light pollution.
Is that what you think did it? I mean, like, 'cause we have one in Maryland. Well, we had one in Maryland the whole time I was growing up. And I guess we don't have a lot of light pollution.
Yeah, like the places where there are ones out here that aren't the like little pop-up ones are out kind of in the boonies. There's one in like Granbury. There's one in Waxahachie. Cat Swift is out here in West Hollywood about 10 years ago. They started doing drive-in movies on the top floor of parking structures, themed nights and old classics. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's kind of the deal that they were doing here. Same deal. Like,
You know what? If you had an office building who had like a parking garage like that, you could do a different movie on each floor.
that would be cool.
You could do a different movie on each floor, and that's completely a multi-use structure, because most of those cars are out of there by 5 o'clock.
Yeah. It might be a little difficult just because you have to have a pretty high profile screen to be able to have more than a couple of rows of people see it, but...
Well, even if it's only for 20 cars, you know? Sell it in advance, and if it doesn't sell out, then you don't do it, you cancel it.
Cat Swift says both Redondo Beach and Ventura. That's cool. I say like I know where either of those places are.
They're in California.
In California. One of them I assume is a beach.
I'm putting in zip ties.
Buster Mac is from Georgia. Changed names from Louis McLam when I got a new computer.
Okay, so there's another Buster, someone who is from the UK.
Patricia Hogarty says with the better projectors these days, they could probably overcome the light pollution.
However, even though you are from Georgia, I expect a full book report on the impacts of Brexit. Okay? So, Lewis, I'm counting on
We have
you.
Fieldwalker Master from Scotland. That's closer.
Right, yeah. Yeah, anyone. And Louise
Searby?
Searby is off and on.
Norman Vincent said we have several drive-ins near us. They're also great for flea markets. Big Dan Tattooer says I saw all the original Star Wars when they came out at the drive-in.
That's cool.
Cat Swift says it's north and south of LAX. Nice.
All right, so aside from the fact that the Boba Fett show on Disney Plus
Yeah.
is a little terrible, like it's a little bit bad. It's certainly way cheesy,
Yeah.
but I love it because Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
That's normally most people's like least favorite Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah?
But because of what happened, it was in Jabba's palace and there were so
Yeah.
many monsters.
Yeah, this is my surprise face.
I was so influenced. I grew up to become Gamorrean guard shaped. Yeah. So, but you know what? It's in Jabba's palace, and so much of that takes place in Jabba's palace. And now there's I don't want to say a spoiler.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna say the spoiler. Now there's a Rancor in it, and that's cool. Because that was one of my favorite toys.
Alright.
Even though his arm kept falling off because they were hard plastic. That and the Gremlins Stripe toy that was hard plastic, their arms fell off because they were really hard and brittle.
Let's kick your phone cam up just a hair.
Oh.
There you
Yeah. What I see on here is not what's on there.
Yeah. Buster Max says, can do. Patricia Hogarty says, we had a kid's birthday party and projected Toy Story around the house. Made popcorn, had blankets. That was a great party throwing mama.
Hooray.
Heck yeah. Hello, Doyle.
I partied once.
Hated it.
Yeah, hated it. Never doing that again. Alright, now I can get latex down in there. I'll put the latex down in there. Alexa, add plastic cups to my shopping list.
Plastic cups added.
Amazon, add plastic cups to my shopping list. Computer, add plastic cups to my shopping list. For anybody who changed the name trying to get out of me doing that.
Oh, Echo.
Echo, please add plastic cups to my shopping list. There you go.
Getting everybody.
I've angered all of the people.
Oh, okay, Google. We're getting everybody.
It's just 9 minutes of me saying different names and adding things they don't want to their shopping list. Beetle glutes.
Oh,
Can't tell me that's not funny.
that's funny. Paul Bennett says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Paul Bennett.
Greyhouse Hans asks, what are the zip ties for?
Okay, so the zip ties go down. The tooth is a cavity, all right? And what happens is an air bubble can get caught in there. You put a zip tie in, and then you pour in the latex. And when you can wiggle the zip tie, this is terrible. You can wiggle the zip tie, and that'll pull out the air bubble with it. And then once you pull out the air bubble, then latex fills that void. So now I'm going to go in here and wiggle my little heart out.
Big Dan Tattooer says, it's definitely not a spoiler. Boba Fett took the throne at the end of Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I meant the Rancor bit.
Cat Swift says, starting last summer, my brother did a weekly movie on his yard wall, and it allowed a couple family folks to have a safe night out. Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Mr. Mike C13 says, Phil.
Hello, Mr. Mike. Says Phil what?
That's it.
F-I-L-L?
F-I-L-L.
Okay, I am about to fill the mold.
Gonna.
Yes. But I just did the mouth for now, so I can concentrate on getting these teeth.
Paul Bennett says, Grey House for no bubble. Oh, okay, responding to Grey House on. Sorry.
Yes.
Patricia Hogarty says, I could use some little paper cups. Mr. Mike 13 says, Mike C13 says, what's the carbon choke cleaner used for?
Cleaning an airbrush. Because carburetor's cleaner is meant to get gummy stuff out of fiddly metal bits. And an airbrush is made of fiddly metal bits.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead. So always make sure you fill the cavity before pulling out.
Well,
There.
the zip tie method is about 90% effective for getting out air bubbles.
We cannot speak to its effectiveness anywhere else.
Right.
Jordan Easel says, hello, Faux Papa, Stacy, and Beast Fam.
Hello, Jordan.
Love it when you call me Faux Papa. Tina Bodern says, hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Tina. Big Dan Tattooer says, great, now I want to draw what a beetle glute might look like.
Beetle glutes, beetle glutes,
Do
beetle
it.
glutes.
Do it and post it on the creepers. I want to see.
I guess like since ants are, they can lift stuff that's 40 times their weight.
That's true.
Maybe just someone with powerful glutes, you could call them beetle glutes.
An ant with a butt you could bounce a quarter off of. Yeah. Scarecrow77 says, hi, everybody. Long time no see.
Hello, we are talking about beetle posteriors. boy, like, are ants hydraulic?
Unclear.
Because they have an exoskeleton, so our muscles connect to our internal skeleton. I guess they could just have muscles that connect to their exoskeleton,
From the inside.
but I would have to draw that out to see how it would work.
Cripps says, wait a minute, did I just hear you say you clean your airbrush?
With once it doesn't work anymore, yes, I will hit it. I will run carburetor cleaner through it, and that'll get it done. It'll start moving then. There's no chrome left on the inside, but it works fine. I do not clean as everyday maintenance. I clean when necessity demands.
Maintenance cleaning.
Okay.
Cat
That's
Swift,
good.
do you make terrain? Should I pass that tip on to many terrain builders? They cannot believe how great it is. Just make sure you clean out the car cleaner afterwards.
I have made terrain. You asked me if she makes terrain?
Yeah, as
She does.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She does.
I love watching terrain making videos. Scarecrow 77 says beetle glutes, beetle. Well, I can't even say it. Beetle glutes, beetle glutes, beetle glutes.
And now that I've given you that word and visual, you're going to say it for a week.
Forever. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, just don't sit in a puddle of it.
No. No. That will burnificate your bits. Which oddly led Rue to a story of when he burned his private bits
Yeah,
with battery acid. Good times. We know how to live.
it's true.
All right, and I'm dipping this from a cup because if I just tip it upside down right now, it's going to pour out of the upper teeth because they'll be upside down. They'll be upside down, and then air will get back in it. So I have to fill it up to this point, tilt it a little bit, fill it again, tilt it a little bit.
Buster Mac says, I don't have a clue what that is to do a book report. Is that another thing they make you do in school anymore?
Oh, do they not do book reports anymore?
I feel like I had to do book reports, but also I'm old.
Yeah.
Jordan Easel says, did I miss much?
I just broke a strap. This one's dead.
Norman Vincent says, don't get the cleaner in your eye.
No.
Christian Ty Edwards says, oh, the bits.
Yeah, it was Bernie on the bits. Bernie on the bits. Okay, so both of these.
Oh, no.
I don't know what happened.
Were
to
they
this
outside?
guy, but
Was Heffron outside?
these straps are dead.
Jordan Easel says, acid burns are no joke. Castro says that, and repurposing dollhouses into horror houses, witch shops, and other ghostly habitats.
They're just
That's
chemical
awesome.
burns.
Big Dan Tattooer says, Alan, you gave the word, I'll give the visual. That's awesome.
Hooray.
Jordan Easel says, do you sometimes work with resin and fiberglass?
Of course. Room cam, I moved.
You did. Cat Swift says, those are the fun things. Fabric is my quote-unquote real job.
Yeah. I was doing something. I forget what it is.
You're getting new straps.
Yes. Just one.
Scarecrow 77 says, do kids even know what books are? I mean, I'm pretty sure they do. The book report is just a paper that you write to prove you read the book.
It is. And like one of the back to these. One of the things that like shaped a lot of my creativity was I had a English teacher who let me do stuff that wasn't just a written book report.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do a puppet show or that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
And I was able to make stuff, and that helped me get through that class that I was not doing well in.
Christian Ty Edwards says, book reports are still a thing, but their format or approach depends on the class and teacher.
Well, I did that back then too.
Paul Bennett says, hey, to make the mold, use burlap. But what kind of burlap?
I like a larger open weave burlap.
There's a scrap of it on the table, literally right behind you.
like this. See how large that weave is? Often it's gardening burlap.
Big Dan Tattooer says, moment of silence for the dead strap.
2 moments of silence.
Linda Forbes says, hey, everybody.
Hey, Linda Forbes!
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, when you go to room cam, volume drops like half level.
Really?
That's got to be something in the settings, because it seems like it would be odd. We're using the same microphone.
So, go to room cam.
Room cam.
Hey, I like cabbage and potatoes, and sometimes a monkey cuts my toenails. Now, the audio levels are the same.
Is it pulling from the same mic?
I think so. You know what? Let's find out.
We can see. Tina Bodern says, are you guys getting a cold front in Texas? It's supposed to be in the 20s starting tomorrow in Louisiana. Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's very cold right now.
It's supposed to be 15 on Friday for the low. Cat Swift says, funny, Ministry of Amusement just started, and they started with a drive-in announcement, safety tips and rules. That's awesome. Edson Glute says, sitting in pudding, what a thought. I'm sure there's someone's OnlyFans for that. Paul Bennett says, garden burlap, is that what you said?
Yes.
Caption's messy.
Yes. It's garden burlap. Garden burlap.
Jordan Easel says, can ordinary cotton or tulle be used to reinforce molds?
No, tulle has almost no strength. You want something with a little bit of inherent strength because you're using it to make the... Just think about how easy it is to rip tulle apart with your hands, you know?
Well, and with ordinary cotton, you just run into, like, it would just delaminate, like, because it wouldn't penetrate the fibers as much as it does with burlap. Cripps says it seems more filtered.
I don't know.
Jordan Bunn says it sounds the same to me. Greyhouse Haunt says there's less background noise with room cam.
I wonder if it's coming from a different source. I'll have to pick that up. So make a list.
A new list.
Investigate the same list.
Same
investigate room cam audio. Yeah, get in there. Okay. Bowl is full of creamy goodness.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says tulle is also usually a polyester base. It stretches too much. Oh, I think you whacked your. Ooh.
What's that?
I think you whacked your tripod cam.
Oh.
Christian Ty Edwards says, I too had English teachers like that. I was and am very grateful for them.
Yeah. Okay.
I had an English teacher who had a big banner on her wall that said, lack of preparation on your part is not cause for emergency on my part.
Well, that's fair too.
And I was like, at the time, I didn't like it.
I can imagine that you would not.
But later on, I came to appreciate it.
Don't take this wrong, but I could see you in the lack of preparation camp.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I am a champion.
Pre-medication, Stacy.
But yeah, paper writing in the 20 minutes before class was my A game.
So I think tomorrow my Trans World classes will be announced.
Yay, that's exciting.
It really is.
Is that a controlled thing, or they have to announce them first, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's no point in me saying I've mentioned what I'm teaching.
Yeah.
But until I know times and stuff.
Yeah. No point.
I know that I'll be out of the booth for about 5 hours.
Buster Mac says, I did not have a book report in 42 years. Many moons.
Well, you have one now. Brexit.
Grey House Haunt says, Stacey, that is one of my favorite sayings. Yeah, that's
Well, it makes Stacey angry.
Wait, it made me angry when I was a junior in high
Oh,
school.
why makes her so angry. Room cam.
Catso says, Stacey, I kept that same sign framed in my UPS store. Would often glance at it close to Christmas with late shippers. Yeah. That'll do it. Yeah, didn't appreciate it nearly as much when I was 16.
Oh, I bet you did not. But I didn't appreciate having to show my work for math.
Oh God, me neither.
Because I could do it in my head, no problem. Especially if it was a story problem.
Yeah.
But then figure out how I did it, that's not how my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
I do not reverse. I am known to drive miles out of my way to not back up and hit something. My brain works the same way.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't go back and figure out how I did that because I'm done.
Mm-hmm. I would say that was my biggest problem with math, but it definitely wasn't. It's the math part.
Yeah, mathing sucks. This mold is one of my favorites to pour up. Because all you have to do is dump the latex in there, and then it's ready to go.
No wiggling, no jostling, no finagling.
None of the pokey, shaky, none of that.
Edson Glutz says, maybe Ozbot is at his limits to the left.
Well, when I leave sometimes, when I cover my face, it doesn't know what to do.
Jordan Easel says, latex comes from trees, right? It's a thick sap.
Latex is sap from a rubber tree. It is sap from the rubber tree.
Oops, there goes.
And they will cut a spiral gouge around the outside of the tree, and they'll tap in a little spigot, which is just a V basically, and put a bucket under it. Kind of like maple syrup. I think maple syrup, they like hammer in a spigot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get a drip from a bucket. This is they do a spiral in the tree as it leaks the sap, it all runs down. And yeah, that's what latex is.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, my kids bringing home Common Core math is the same thing for me. I have an unpopular opinion, RE Common Core math. I love Common Core math.
Yeah?
Yeah, the stuff that my kids brought home for Common Core math, I think is genius.
Might have been better for you.
It would absolutely have been better for me because the thing that they're trying to do with Common Core math is teach you how math works and not just like strategies to do math, which seems like not much of a distinction, but it is.
Oh, I see that as a big distinction.
Yeah. I'm bad at strategies on how to do math because I never learned how math works.
I also like the I like it when, like, every now and then there's a Facebook question of what happens in your head when you add 47 and 28.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and my answer is always different than everybody else.
Scarecrow 77 says, my sister had an English teacher that let her do a book report on the Cat in the Hat in high school. She got an A. I mean, I can see a critical analysis of Cat in the Hat as high school level English, sure.
Yes. Yes.
Ben Hernandez says, hi, Alan and Stacey. Hey, everyone. Love y'all. I just noticed you went live. What's
Hello.
being made?
Ben Hernandez. I'm pouring up masks right now because Rue isn't here. And he has a good reason. It's fine. So I'm pouring up masks, and then I have to do some gooping and some painting. All kinds of things. Masks. That's safe until I get to a chest and some arms.
David Quintana says, just what makes that little old ant think that he can move a rubber tree plant.
There you go. Oh, you were twisted.
Uh-huh. It all makes sense now.
Then you put a mask on with a face in the back of my head.
So
for
we'll
when
just
I'm
keep
looking
tracking
the
you.
wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole concept of like doing big round numbers and then navigating the smaller numbers when you're doing multiple number addition stuff. That was just not a thing that was taught.
See, I do that in my head, and I got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
And I cannot remember like times tables. No
I
good.
can remember times tables up to 9.
I have an issue with numbers.
And only because there was a song component involved in the teaching of them to me. 7, 14, 21,
What camera is that? Is that
Phone-
just phone
that's just
cam?
phone cam.
Okay. Phone cam.
Now you're a pip.
Takes the picture while you can. Phone cam. We're gonna go over here.
Cobweb says math confuses me. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, wait, Rue's not here? Does that mean Alan has to take his pants off? Please no. Let's not.
I do have pants over by the door.
That's true. Bonus pants.
Yeah. Hey, what you always have in my desk drawer, I have spare underwear because you never know how your night's gonna go. And then in the shop, always have spare pants.
Big Dan Tattooer says, because he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes.
That's the ant again.
High apple pie in the sky hopes.
If an ant did a lot of squats so that he could lift the rubber tree plant,
Yeah.
he would then have beetle glutes.
David Quintana says yes. Bob Bowie says 10s are pretty easy. Yeah, 10s are pretty easy. And 9s I can do the thing where you count on your fingers there, but
See, I don't remember which one those are for. So is that for 7s or is that for, yeah. All right, so these guys, we have to give them tooth wax.
oh, it's because we have the door to the other shop open. I'm like, it's got a little chilly.
Yeah, we got the door open so Stan feels included.
Ben Hernandez says, words to live by, always have spare pants.
Spare underwear in your desk drawer, if you have a desk, and spare pants in your shop.
Jordan Easel says, believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
That was a good TV show.
Doug Hillbilly Homestead says, not going to say it. I disbelieve.
I'm shocked that you're not going to say it, actually.
Tina Boner says, good on spare undies. You don't want to have to get Stacey to spray paint your underwear if you split your pants.
Right.
I'm gonna charge him extra for that. So much extra.
I'm putting lids over top of the molds
Gotcha.
so that they don't skin.
Skin up. Jesse Papa Bear says that was a great TV show. Date myself a little bit here. What TV show was that?
Greatest American Hero. It was before your time. One of my favorite TV shows when I was a kid was called The Fall Guy. It was about a stuntman who was in LA and adventures, then he solved
Didn't
crime.
they like remake that?
I don't think so.
Kick it
But-
up, or you're gonna sit.
I played the theme song recently, which I loved as a kid, and it's still a catchy tune,
Yeah.
but it's women are viewed differently now
That's true.
than in the
Was it a lot of sexy lamp?
huh?
The concept of the sexy lamp, where women in some old movies and TV shows and stuff, like you could replace them with a sexy lamp and it wouldn't affect the plot at all.
No, I meant like the theme song, because
Oh,
he
okay.
talks about. I don't know. It was a little like lecherous, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if 8-year-old me got that. I guess I did not.
Tina Boner says, as you should, Stacey. I said I was going to charge more if I had to spray paint your underwear.
Yeah.
Tug Hillbilly Holmes says, it's just silicone, Shannon.
Hazard pay.
Hazard pay, yeah. Ben Hernandez says, love Greatest American Hero. Also, BJ and the Bear, if anyone remembers that show. Trucker and the Monkey.
I never really watched that. So I had even with Knight Rider, like I had an anti-car thing because I wanted toy monsters and toy dinosaurs. But when you're a little boy, they want to give you toy cars. So I was like anti-car. I was anti-truck because I wanted monsters. And if I showed any interest at all in cars, then I got more cars.
Yeah. And you're like, nah, not about that.
One of the worst things that you can do is like tell a grandmom or something that you like something when you only like it a little bit.
Yeah.
My poor friend Pete,
No.
he told his grandma they liked Garfield. Garfield sheets, Garfield clock, Garfield curtains.
Oh, yeah,
His
for
whole
real.
room was Garfield, and he was a 13-year-old boy. He will never know the touch of a woman because of that.
Unless
Like, what's one of those Garfield?
Unless she's a Garfield enthusiast, I guess.
Yeah, and then you don't want those.
Jordan Easel says, want to know something I find cool? You can buy socks with toe sleeves. Basically, gloves for your feet.
I don't want that. No one wants that.
You know toe socks?
I don't want things in between my toes.
I have toe socks.
If I wanted things in
don't
between my
enjoy
toes, I
socks.
wouldn't wear socks.
Samantha Suravec says, Lee Majors.
Mm-hmm.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, I loved the truck from the Fall Guy.
Yeah, that was a good truck.
Christian Ty Edwards says, there's a game called Fall Guys. Tons of fun.
I can say that I like that truck now as an adult,
Yeah.
but I couldn't
Without
as a
fear
kid.
of being
right? Yeah,
damaged
no one's
with
going to
truck.
give me pickup trucks.
Where do you want these?
I want those in that second bin. Wow. Let me see that.
That's nice. Tony
Do you
says,
guys
Greatest
know-
American Hero.
How long?
Whoa!
How long it would have? I hid myself, and it's like, where are you? Where did you go?
Dad, where are you?
How long it would take to cut out
40.
all of these 40 fingers.
So long.
It would take a longer time. That would take a long time. And Stan lasered it.
Thanks, Dan.
5 minutes.
And this is like really thick foam, so it's the same thickness as my finger.
Beefy.
Tony says, Greatest American Hero.
I love that show.
Hi, honey. Jesse Papa Bear says, another great show, but now very bad.
No, bin. Yeah. The drawers are now for action figures, and I got those bins for gloves.
The bin says finished gloves.
Well, that bin is a lie.
It lied.
Just throw them anywhere.
Gotcha.
I'll find them.
Jesse Papa Bear says, another great show, but very bad nowadays.
Yeah. It's like this didn't age well.
Big Dan Tattooer says, Lee Majors.
The political climate has changed.
Tony says, I loved that show when I was 3.
Well, yeah.
Gray Hawkins says, hi.
Hello,
Hi,
Gray.
Love you. Big Dan Tattooer says, Grizzly Adams. Jordan Hazel says, who remembers Mad Balls and Stretch Screamers?
I 100% remember Mad Balls.
Did anyone bring up Manimal? Did you ever watch that
No
show?
one has brought up Manimal
Manimal.
or Computer Man. Like, what was the one? Because they were a team. They weren't together, but they were like, it was 1 hour of television.
They did a lot of crossover.
Yeah, he was like Tron-ish, but he was a computer guy.
Okay.
And then there was Manimal, who turned into a hawk.
He turned into a bunch of different stuff.
Turned into a hawk,
Panther one.
a panther, and a bear, I think. He had a couple animals that he could turn into. Manimal. Yeah. I like that. And sometimes when I'm driving through traffic, I pretend I'm the computer guy because his car would zip through traffic. And they just filmed him at a different frame rate, and like weaving in and out of traffic.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, Bigfoot was both a monster and a truck.
That's right.
David Quintana says, yes, Mad Balls. Horror Beauty says, loved Mad Balls. Jordan Hazel says, I'm a monster. My name is Oculus Orbis. What am I? The pieball?
You're a beholder.
Hey.
You are a beholder.
Ben Hernandez says, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters was a great show.
You know what? I never got into again, when I was a kid, I took my monsters very seriously.
You didn't like sea monsters?
I didn't like stuffed animal monsters. I didn't like that. I wanted real scary monsters.
Horror Beauty says, are those painted eyes or did you glue them in?
So these eyes are painted. They were drewed by Stacy, and then
I did a
she
thing.
drewed them, and then Hallie did you did all some of the base painting too.
I did.
Hallie did the irises in ink.
Yeah, I did all the veining and I drew the owls. Scarecrow 77, does anyone remember She-Wolf of London?
I do.
Oh.
I do.
Splatterhouse Studios says, because I'm the unknown stuntman.
Making Eastwood look so fine. Can they see what I'm doing? I'm not even on camera.
Well, not on the tripod cam. You're right. We may have to like adjust your phone cam on the OBS because you're like in the bottom corner of it. I know it's looking at you straight on from here.
You
so-
come and sit here,
Okay.
and I can do that.
Okay. We fix.
And while you're sitting here,
Want to funk up some teeth?
yeah, you could. Let me enunciate. Funk up some teeth.
We're gonna uptown funk up some teeth.
Uptown,
Funk you up.
Uptown,
We're
funk
gonna
the teeth.
sit down. I'm gonna convince your Ozbot to look at me. Hi, buddy. Hi, friend. Come back.
Hold your palm up. You get the brush.
Hi.
And yeah, and now do it again because it's not locked on you. See the green ring?
Mhm.
It means it's not locked. Okay, it's good. You just turned it off.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Language, we're
I'm
live.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You're gonna teach Gray how to cuss. We don't want that.
All right, so I'm blue now. Yes.
Are you blue? Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay.
The more you do that, it's gonna turn it
I'm
off.
gonna turn it off again.
Oh, I'm looking at an old video. Yeah, so.
Okay, so I was not centered in the thing.
Yeah, because now, move your head, see if it follows you. Yeah, okay, you're locked in. Yeah, it is not at all centered. Good.
Let me get in the exact middle of it.
Now I have to go over here and get the mouse.
Sorry. I'm making this complicated. Hi, guys. Your mom is complicated.
You ain't lying.
So say we all. Gonna get the teeth all gunky.
Phone cam. Edit. Unlock the preview. Are they like seeing this happen live? I guess.
I guess? Unclear. I can't tell you. Scott Colhart says time to head home.
Good night, Scott.
I will catch up on comments here in a minute, guys. Sorry. I'm working on some teeth right this moment. Oh, it's picking up the extra flocking, Chris.
Okay, if that phone cam window is too small, type the word pineapple.
Getting the teeth all gross. So gross.
Hey, I like tomatoes, biscuits, and gravy. Sometimes pudding will make an appearance. And when it does happen, there is an elevator to Des Moines, Iowa, and I take it. I I had to get 3 lines of text on there so that I could
Do the thing.
make sure that we don't have too much of the closed captions at the bottom of the screen.
Gotcha. We look pretty centered,
I feel centered.
more or less.
Or is anyone typing pineapple up there?
Porridge, pineapple, homestead. No, technically homestead, yes. Pineapple, yes, seeing the adjustment live. Tony says porridge. You're not helping, love. Uh-oh, we got a bot. I will take care.
Oh, what are they? Like, what is the point of that bot?
Unclear.
Like, is that a language I do not comprehend?
Here, watch you eat some chicken.
Shannon made a plate of delicious chicken.
Okay.
I apologize to any vegetarians that might have offended.
Jordan uses says Oculus was a mad ball figure, just a large eyeball with a mouth. Gray says I gotta go catch up on work that I missed from being in Florida. Y'all have a good night. Good night. John Sheffield says Auto Man.
It was Automan.
Horror Beauty says love this mask, flocked, balls and all. Jordan Diesel says Ozzy, look at me. Big Dan Tattoo says I hated the stunt work in the old TV shows. A 3-year-old could be hanging from a cliff. When it zooms out, the 3-year-old becomes a 6 foot tall with a bad kid wig. David Quintana says back when they used reptiles for the dinosaurs, it was like a monster movie version of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Yeah.
1980 says looks a bit like a Masters of the Universe dungeon sticker.
It does. You're right.
Tina Boden says Stacy, the monster is eating your head. Listen, if I had a nickel. He's like, I can see you cropping the pip. Yes, seeing the adjustment live. Just gonna see porridge. Scarecrow 77 says, what is that?
What is what?
The
Munster? This is our gibbering Mauler mask. It would be really cool putting this on top of a remote control car.
that would be pretty cool.
And then it just like shoots across the floor at people.
Okay. June Ritchie says just the right size. 1980 says it's not the size of the box, it's how big the head you stick in it. Horror Beauty says, what kind of costume would you do with this mask?
Now we don't even have a pip.
There you go.
Okay. I want to do a gibbering Mouther costume for this, basically. That would be fun, in my opinion.
Horror Beauty says pizza. Daniel Wilson says, hi all, very cool project.
You could paint this like pizza.
Oh man, that would be cool actually.
Yeah.
Danielle Wilson says, hi all, very cool project.
Hello, Danielle Wilson.
Scarecrow 77 says, would that be the Wonkavator? Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, chicken. Plastic Ninja says, hey everyone, I do in fact have COVID. Aww.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Sorry to hear that.
Enjoy your 5 days off and do what you can to stay as healthy as possible during this time.
Ben Hernandez says, chicken is what we had for dinner. We're on the same page, Alan. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says it's a rare Nugasaurus.
Nugasaurus. That's kind of funny.
And now you know what that is.
Yeah.
1980 says, if you use a remote car, make one of the wheels out of round so it wobbles like it's walking.
And then it could go wobble, 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 wobble. Stan, thanks for all the awesome lasering. I don't think Stan can hear me.
Jordan Easel says, vermicious crid.
Vermicious canid.
Canid. Oh, that's an R, an N, not an R.
Okay. I don't know what a vermicious canid is, but I know that what you said was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah,
I know it.
what your cultural context is for a vermicious canid.
I don't know what the context is.
Plastic Ninja says, I think Home Depot gives me 2 weeks off.
Okay, well, take care of yourself.
Yes.
I had a scare this week.
Yeah?
Yeah. A friend who was working in the shop, their son came down with it.
Oh, no.
So he warned me like the day after he was in the shop.
This friend?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, no.
And that he warned me of what happened. He was tested and he was clear.
Okay, good.
And since my only exposure was to him,
Yeah.
I'm clear.
Poison Sumac says, I keep seeing that on a Roomba.
Yeah.
Plastic Ninja says, thanks, y'all. Diane Verville says, Willy Wonka.
Why do we keep getting Willy Wonka references?
I
Oh, is Ramicious Knid from Willy Wonka?
Maybe. George Easel says, Hornswogglers. No, sir.
He's just smelling. He's just smelling.
Be good.
Only when he tries to steal the chicken is there an issue.
Gotcha.
And that was a great opportunity for Room Cam to show
That
people
would have been. I'm sorry.
what a terrible person he is.
Listen.
They have this great idea of what a good dog, Cheney is.
Uh-huh.
And they would learn that he's a thieving opportunist if the world allows.
Hornswoggler sounds like a grand hornet. 1980 says, picture this. Kids, turn to page 125 in your health books. Today we're studying social diseases. That's the pick on page 125.
Right.
1980, you missed it yesterday, or Monday. Yeah. Yeah, you get you some water. Feel better about life. Christian Ty Edwards says, yes it is, those are the monsters in Loompa Land.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what it was from, but I knew that you said it wrong. Who painted these teeth?
You? No. Hallie?
She didn't do bad, she did a few things differently than I would have done.
Yeah. Tuck Hillbilly Homestead says, my male Pyrenees is a master bread loaf stealer. I fully feel you.
Oh yeah, because their heads are like on the counter.
David Quintana says, that is disturbing.
I find your lack of eyes disturbing.
Yeah, you can't have any chicken neither.
So let me tell you another problem that I have with the Boba Fett show. And me quoting this guy as if he were Darth Vader, saying, I find your lack of eyes disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
The Darth Vader quote is, I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yes.
Another Darth Vader quote to Boba Fett was, he said very clearly, no disintegrations. And he said that, I expect Boba Fett to be a disintegrating MFer like all the time. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to disintegrate you. Oh yeah, I'm disintegrating you. Look under your seat, everybody gets disintegrated. And he hasn't disintegrated anybody. And I feel like that is a major oversight.
Yet.
You know, if Vader took time out of his busy schedule to specifically warn Boba Fett,
Not to disintegrate.
don't disintegrate him this time like you always do. That was the implied thing.
Subtext.
Yeah.
Tony says, Snowpiercer was a great sequel to Willy Wonka.
I have heard that theory. I have heard that theory.
1980 says, oh, if you could put a water squirter inside of it, that could be fun.
You could put a water squirter inside of anything if you were brave enough.
Horror Beauty says, fun fact, Vermicious Knid was an indie rock band from Canada.
I believe you.
Linda Forbes says, so, okay, I hate to admit this, but when did we stop doing YouTube Wednesday?
We didn't stop. We have when
We're on
I
hiatus.
when I went back to work. It's time, man. Why did I get to do a year of YouTube Wednesdays in a row? Because I was home because of the pandemic. That's why. I'm going to try very hard to kick that back up because a lot of the money that thrusts this place forward is through that YouTube channel. That's where people find us and then come to this channel. That's where people see us and then join Patreon, because that channel has maybe helped them in some way. So me not being active over there hurts. And doesn't it suck to say I'm too busy to make money? You know, isn't that terrible? But yeah,
These are the problems.
that's the situation. I've also got this job at a haunted house where love my job. I'm coming to the conclusion right now, right now being the past year, I guess, of my life. I love everything that I do. Everything that I do brings me joy, and I keep adding things to it every year. And I'm doing too much, and eventually I will die.
Speaking of which, status on the action figure channel?
What's today's date?
17th?
I wanted to launch the first video,
19th.
make the first video by the end of January.
There you go.
And my plan for that is one video a month.
Hmm.
I think I can make time for that. It is called the Vine Jungle Figure Factory. I think that's what it is, because the Vine Jungle is where Beastman comes from, in the lore that I like.
Jordan Easel says the Schnozzwangler sounds like a humanoid Oompa Loompa hunter with a large nose.
It sounds a little adult, actually.
It does.
Don't you wangle your schnoz at me.
1980 says the Kiwi Killer from Kalamazoo. Horror Beauty says there's so many things you could do with this mask. I want foam coming out of the mouth.
Which mouth?
Yeah, pick a mouth. Scarecrow 77 says, how would I rig a silly string shooter in a big spider like the one you made?
Boy. So I would set up so you could load up a can in, and there is like a solenoid, but it's like just an actuator, and hook an actuator up to the spray paint can, and run it off of a boo box, probably a Flex 4.
Jordan Easel says Kalamazoo sounds familiar. Why?
It's a place.
In Michigan?
It's a city, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Horror Beauty says the 19th. Yeah. June Ritchie says, what about first Wednesday each month or third or something?
That's a great theory. But what if I'm busy that Wednesday then? Do I skip a month? It's tough.
Linda Forbes says, I feel better that it wasn't me. I totally understand running out of time.
It was you. I stopped because of you. I would have done it, but you kept watching, so I'm not going to do it anymore. No, it's time. That's what it is. It's time and energy. Am I really at a point where I can start dremeling things?
I think so.
Okay.
Did you set a timer for the...
Not even a little.
Well, how long have we been live?
I don't know.
Let's find out. I have a thing for that. An hour and 15
Talk to them
minutes.
for a second.
Okay. Yeah. Teeth 2. Foaming slime. I'd only do a couple of the mouths. Alright. Ben Hernandez said, I leave, but I gotta run, y'all. Every one of you is awesome here. Love you guys. Love you too, Ben. Good to see y'all. Let's see. The placenta from Basket Case. Aha. Yeah, I could see that with that. Let's see. What's going on right now? I'm not taking headdresses to Transworld. I'm going to be working on some costumes, head to toe pieces to take for our overall themes. That's fun. I'm going to be doing some laser stuff for that. Jordan is a family in Michigan. Do you have any family in Kalamazoo or close to Kalamazoo? Let's see what else we got going on. Ramping up for the next monster camp that's at the end of the month.
What's that?
You said ramping up for the next monster camp at the end of the month?
Why is it smoky in here, or is that my eyes?
It might be your eyes. I'm not seeing any smoke, but also he was cutting things on the laser, so
I bet it's laser smoke.
maybe laser smoke?
Laser smoke? Laser smoke. Because whatever
laser smoke does.
smoke. That one didn't have much staying power.
Nope. Big Dan Tattooer says Schnozzwangler sounds like an OnlyFans page.
Alexa, countdown, 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Danielle Wilson says, can't wait to see your stuff at Transworld.
Starting now.
Diane Verbal says, I'm here in Michigan, about 3 hours north of Kalamazoo. Christian Ty Edwards says, I love Dremels.
Well,
You're in luck,
every
friend.
now and then there's 3 of us in here dremeling at the same time. It sounds like a horde of angry bees.
Murder hornets.
Make sure you enunciate the word horde.
Hordes of angry bees.
So
Jordan Nielsen says, I thought Kalamazoo was an old kids show.
I don't know. I know it's a city. That's for
There's
show.
Zoboomafoo. That was an old kids show.
Zaboomafoo?
Zoboomafoo
Never heard of it.
was the show that was largely about wild animals.
You know what TV show made me irrationally angry? And I have no idea why.
Which one?
There's a TV show that is just a baby's face in the sun,
Teletubbies.
giggling.
That's not the whole show, but it is present during most of it.
That sun face, when I was younger, made me irrationally angry. I don't know why. Stupid kid in the sun. It's going to burn up. That's not possible. I don't know. I have no idea why I was angry about it. But I
1980
was.
says, Wangler the Dangler is my OnlyFans page. That's what you heard it, Stacey. Yep. Classic Ninja says, Zaboomafoo was great. Jordan talking about his family lives in the countryside of Michigan. Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, peeks head in. Hi, y'all.
Hello. How are you? It's good to see you again. Give her a fist bump. I'm always upset that it doesn't show up on this screen.
Yeah. Tug Hillbilly Home says, I love Dremels till I'm in my daily job as a groomer and a dog kicks during a nail job and it goes across my finger. A diamond Dremel really hurts.
I bet. It's a diamond Dremel.
1980 says, Zoobly Zoo. That was another one. Kristen Tyson says, as an avid fan of Teletubbies when I was young, I totally get it.
I was not. I didn't have any kids. I was too old for Bananas in Pajamas.
Bananas in pajamas.
You don't have to do that.
It's too late. It's already done.
You could stop anytime.
At any time. I could. You'd think that, but I can't. Gregory Haynes says, hi folks, the EVA carving looks interesting.
This is going to be a bracer, and there's going to be two of them layered. Would you grab the one over there that is finished-ish? Finished-ish.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, woohoo, thank you. Body Geek says, greetings and salutations from a different place in the swamp.
Woohoo!
Jordan Diesel says, how about Between Two Lions, a television puppet show about a family of lions who run a library? Yep.
I had a lot of friends who worked on that show, actually.
That's funny.
So that's the bracer. And
Very cool.
this will be a whole costume. Costume.
Mimi says, can't stay around, but I wanted to pop in and say good evening to everyone.
Hooray! Good evening. And I'm just picking one of these to be on top, and I'm dremeling it in such a way so it looks like it's laying on top of the others.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, oh, that looks cool. Diane Verbal says, very cool. Gregory Haynes says, that's a very unique and awesome bracer.
That's my hope. This is the night when I need Gray here because
Yeah.
we could just sit her down.
1980 says, what was the name of the show where the mannequins came to life at the department store? I remember Target was always the sponsor.
I have no idea. There was a movie called Mannequin.
Where that was a thing. David Quintana says, what a great idea. I feel so new.
What do you mean you feel new?
Almatra Art says, hello everyone, dremeling. Yep, I'm awake now. Looks cool.
Almatra Art.
Ba ba ba. He said it looks cool. What's it going to be?
This is the every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I will show the finished-ish one. This is a bracer that you can wear as part of like a plant monster costume.
Plastic Ninja suggested Doctor Who.
Go to phone cam.
There.
That might show it a little better.
Yeah.
And see, this one is not sized correctly, so there's a gap here. But these are sized correctly.
1980 says it was a PBS Kids show. David Quintana says never thought of it. That's why he feels so new about doing EVA, I guess, on the as a bracer.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my job, though. Like, I
think
I
it
should be good at it.
depends. Gregory Haynes says, I'm guessing you laser cut the foam?
Yes, because doing that by hand would suck. I could do it, but it would have to cost twice as much.
Yep. It could do it, have done it.
Yeah. I've never done anything like this. Like, this is...
Yeah. Reese's Lovely Thought says, I would wear those bracelets anytime, not just for costume. Yeah, man, if we did those out of like a rubber or a PVA or something like that, or leather, it'd be cool. Bracers, yeah. 1980 says, found it was called Today's Special. Apparently a TV show about mannequins that came to life.
Okay. I never got to watch that one.
Almatra Art says, oh wow, that's awesome, and thanks as always.
Of course.
Horror Beauty says, a foam bracer won't break or tear.
It's what?
A foam bracer won't break or tear.
I mean, it's possible, but you can also break and tear a leather bracer. For what it's going to be doing, they're actually pretty solid. And this is a fairly dense EVA, and there's 2 layers of it. I'm just finding one, and I'm picking this one to be on top. It'll probably be about 20 minutes of dremeling just for this one, and then another 15 minutes for the other.
Rose says, hey Alan, crew and chat, cool butterfly wings.
Thanks.
They would be cool butterfly wings.
This is how I kind of plan on doing the Mothman wings.
Ooh.
EVA sheet.
Alright. Are they going to be the same style still?
Yeah. What I absolutely have to do is knock off all the sharp corners. And what I want to do is make them look rounded and give this a little more depth.
Tokyo Billy Homestead says, are you using a regular drum or a cone style to dremel it?
It's a regular drum. Just have so many of these. And now, the title of the video makes sense. It's kind of something I have to concentrate a bit while I'm doing. You know what? I should be doing the chest. Because I've seen these. Like, I know what these look like finished.
Well, finish this one and then move on.
Yeah.
Samantha Suravec says, what color scheme will you use?
So the bottom one is going to be a UV green, and the top one is going to be like tree branch brown.
Tetwork Studio says, I can see those as ornamental gate pieces also.
Yes. And you know what? We have a dragon witch that is from China. And so we will be doing some Chinese architecture work on the laser to drop into a couple areas. As I'm dremeling this one, I'm wondering, like, I hope I don't sell 20 of these.
Rose says, kind of Groot-esque coloring.
What S?
Groot.
Much brighter green. But I mean, Groot's a plant. Anything plant-based for the next 20 years is going to get compared to Groot. There's just nothing you can do about it. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. What I get to do after I'm done dremeling this?
More dremeling?
Dremel something else.
Dremel something else. Mike Trzanowski says, hi guys.
Hey, Mike.
Plastic Ninja is about to place a bulk order for bracers.
Yeah, I don't think these will be available individually. I think you gotta buy a whole costume to get these.
Yeah. Reese's Lovely Thought says, will there be more flocking?
I will do some flocking on this. I'll do some moss flocking on it in some areas.
But not tonight.
Not tonight. And probably not on camera.
Big Monkey Fez says just got home from work, tuned in. That was a really neat duck.
Hey, thank you. Yes,
It's been a while since we've seen Big Monkey
this
Fez.
duck, well, you know what we should do when people show up?
Boom!
You gotta beat me at fist bump, Big Monkey Fez. I might be overusing the button tonight, but I'm just glad to have it back.
Listen, no overusing it. Rose says, could you make a mold of this?
I could, but pouring it up would be a super pain.
Would it?
And then what do I pour it up in? Bubbles, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just because it's so...
A lot of corners to trap air.
Oh, yeah. It'd be such a flat mold. Like,
It would be a flat mold.
I feel like you could set that guy on some sort of vibratory device. We're cracking up Reese's Lovely Thoughts.
I truly am sorry about all the dremeling. When I'm done with jobs like this, I look like a coal miner. Now I'm just getting the flat stuff out. I'm looking for what's not rounded off, you know.
Greyhouse Haunt says, is it time for the Stan Runway show?
Oh, it is 9:30. Yes, it is.
I'll go get him.
Yeah, go get him.
Rose says, gotcha. Thank you, oh knowledgeable woman.
I don't know about that.
Alright, it's Stan's soccer clock.
You're gonna grab this one.
No, the dremeling. The dremeling thing.
So much trouble. Hang on.
I'll wait for it. Ta-da.
Where are you?
Don't have
There
it.
you are.
Na 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 na.
You gotta flip or something.
Alright, yeah, I can't. I'm old, dude.
Are we lined up?
No,
It's so bad.
Give me that.
We're so bad at this. I can run a laser, but don't do the socks.
Look at where the camera is and move your foot to there.
There you go.
Wait for it. There we go.
Ta-da!
It's a jackalope.
Jackalope socks.
That's right.
It has antlers
Heartless. So many antlers.
Templars.
and
Good
those
job,
are.
Steve.
I didn't know they made jackalope socks.
I didn't even until like
Now you know.
It's a real thing.
Knowing is half the battle.
So much shrimp.
I got this swift, blinding
Chest
violence.
This is the bracer. I will do the chest piece next.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, no worries, Dremel friends here. Rose says, I was just thinking about sheet pan, mold, silicone, bam, but you know how each material works.
Yeah, but then what do you pour it up in?
Latex?
Okay, so then it's flat. You have to attach it together. I guess you could glue it to a EVA foam bracer.
Yeah. There. Better.
On projects like this, the hard part is just finding the one thing you know you missed.
Need your glasses?
No,
Laurel.
I'm not old.
Fro says great stuff or similar.
See, now I couldn't use a plaster mold then. I could use a silicone mold if I used Loctite foam, but then once that cures and dries, it's too brittle.
Also, you probably don't want to wear that directly on your skin for
Once it cures, it's probably fine.
long time.
This is the less daunting of the two, I think. And this is the chest piece.
The back side of the chest piece.
This is the front side of the chest piece.
I thought the other one was the.
No, there's not a front and back. There's 2 layers on the front.
Right. I mean, that's the one in the back on the front that has the fewer.
The one in the back on the front?
Right, so if they're a sandwich, one of them is going
I got
to be
what she was saying a
front-facing.
while ago. Now I'm just
I'm
frustrated.
just going to keep explaining
Who's on
it
first?
further. Yeah.
I can't handle it. Stacy's mansplaining to me, and I don't like it.
Horror Beauty says that's cool. David Quintana says, "Oh, we got a storm rolling through Houston."
Oh, we'll see it eventually. This is the chesticle of the monster.
The monster chesticle.
That's the left one. Since the accident. Don't let your kids play lacrosse. That's all I'm saying.
Louise Searby says, "Morning, creepers."
Hello, Louise Searby. Louise, now that you're on,
Did Brexit happen?
did Brexit happen? Like, I remember Brexit being a big deal in the news over here, but I don't know. Has anything come about from it? Have they reached the time where they're supposed to?
Actually, Brexit.
Yeah, actually Brexit. Did that happen? Did they do take backsies? What happened?
Yeah, these are less fun to eat without a bevy of dogs staring at you.
What's that?
These are less fun to eat without a bevy of dogs staring at
Yeah.
you.
I want the ups to be the most prominent. I'm going to do them first.
I don't even know. The government knows.
Okay, got it. Your country's like our country. But we don't think the government knows. It's good that you still have faith.
Plastic Ninja says, my understanding is that it's not understandable. Can you hear the guidepost?
Yes, please. Thank you.
No problem. Louise Searby asks, what you making?
So this will be a chest piece. So go ahead and hit phone cam. So this is the chest, right? And you can see the ribs kind of on it, and then this goes back on their shoulders and kind of kicks back a little bit. So this is a critter chest.
The other piece of which you just made was the bracers.
That was this piece. Are you still on phone cam?
Yeah.
Okay. So this goes on, and then you can see it's very viney and tangulated.
Tangulated.
I made that up all by myself. Okay.
We're pipped again.
Like we did last summer? Pipped again?
Let's pip again.
Like we did last year?
Like we did last summer. $19.80 says, how does the skeleton cook its food when camping?
I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like a joke that Tony would know the answer to.
Tony, who is presumably still watching, how does a skeleton cook its food when camping?
See, I would not assume that anyone is ever still watching. Very brave of you.
1980 says, on a sternum stove.
Like a sterno stove?
Uh-huh. Catso says, we missed 1980 on Monday.
Did we? Did we miss him?
Daniel Wilson says, have a good night, everybody. Good
Good
night.
night.
Louise Searby says, neat.
Says what?
Neat.
Oh.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, Monday would have been a much funnier night if 1980 was here.
I don't know that I was hoping for a much funnier night.
It was pretty funny all on its own. $19.80 says, I have an abstinence party this weekend. I've asked everyone not to come. Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, Dremel ASMR.
I don't know if it's ASMR or Dremel annoyance.
Patricia Hogarty says, no, I think the exact words Monday were, I'm glad 1980 is not here.
I did say that, yes. This takes a degree of concentration, so I'm not as chatty as normal. And you probably can't hear me anyway.
Sunny Moore Lawrence says, "Hi, sorry I'm late. I had to shovel a lot of snow here in Quebec."
Hi. In where?
Quebec.
I see. I bet that was a lot of snow.
Great ice fishing in Quebec. Louis
Am I still centered?
Yeah. Louise Searby says, "Alan, couldn't you cut the foam then use a heat gun to make the grooves?"
It would not be as precise, and it would take a while and smell bad.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, "I think it's relaxing and we hear you just fine."
Okay. If it were just me, I would have headphones on listening to an audiobook. Okay. I think this is the one with less veins on it.
Reese's Lovely Thought says, "It reminds me of hanging out with my dad when I was just a kiddo." Aw, you didn't even have the glasses on.
I should.
You want them?
Nah. They would just stop this stuff from getting in my eyes.
Joke's on me, none of them were where they're supposed to be, so.
Aha!
disappear.
Rose says, well, there's a solution to that.
For what?
In your eyes.
Well, no, I said the glasses would just stop it from getting in my eyes. Who wants that? It's not going to make me tougher. I thought about hitting this with Gorilla Glue to
Yeah.
give it a bumpier texture.
Yeah.
I might still do that.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want to do that after you Dremel anyways? Like,
Oh, after I Dremel.
yeah.
Why is it that this foam will dull a razor blade fast,
But doesn't take the edge off of
but
the...
doesn't even slow down a sanding hit?
Unclear. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, I don't know why, but that's giving me an idea for making a corpsed fish creature.
Hooray! Probably because of all the Bugs Bunny fish skeletons you saw as a kid.
Rose says, okay, so you brought up the Gorilla Glue. Is it flexible?
Not really. It's as flexible as dried liquid nails. How's that sound?
Samantha Cervex says, can I ask a question about the captions?
Yes.
I missed the first couple of lives when it started. Do you hope it gets better at interpreting? Because it's way off now.
I think right now it's even worse because of the Dremel, but computerized captioning isn't amazing. I don't think it's going to get too much better, but I hope it's worth doing. If it's not worth doing, that's something that I should know.
The cost of getting live captioning for the length of live streams that we do with the irregularity of like start times and stuff for the live streams that we do would be prohibitive. That used to be my job before I came to do this, and it is fairly expensive to have someone live caption to television quality your live streams.
And if I were wearing a mic, it would be better. It's got a certain amount of echo in the room, and that's a problem. And a lot of times I'm thinking, and I'm not concentrating on enunciating or speaking clearly.
Sunny Moore Lawrence says, I don't know why I love so much this sound. 1980
All right.
says it's actually better with the Dremel.
Noted. Well, it's quite possible there'll be a background person dremeling for the next 5 or 6 episodes of Live. Get out of there, you.
Bro says, okay, so you'd be putting the Gorilla Glue on it after you closed up the side then?
After I've what?
Closed up the side?
Yes. Just for texture.
Says getting xenomorph costume ideas.
Yep. Very xenomorph look. I can see that. Now it's a Where's Waldo of what edge did I not hit?
Right. Sunny Moore Lawrence says that looks amazing. I can't wait for the final result.
I think it's going to look good.
Looking nice.
And now you can see it looks even more 3D because some look like they're on top and some look like they're pushed back.
Body Geek says you could make a really cool witch hat out of that pattern.
Yes, yes. And I drew this up in the computer and then made the laser cut it.
Laser.
I made the laser cut it. All right. Alexa, how much time is left on my timer?
You have 59 minutes left on your 1 hour and 45-minute timer.
Well, I'll be here a while.
I'm gonna be here
But it is 10 o'clock.
Sure enough.
So I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. You guys got to see this guy get finished dremeled, and this guy got dremeled. And then this is going to get glued together just like this. And then, well, this one's the inner piece, so this one goes inside, and then this one goes over it. So that will make two. I'll have this bracer done, this chest piece done, I have another chest piece to do, and I have a whole other bracer to do.
Samantha Surovic says, I'm really liking this technique a lot. It seems to be giving everyone ideas. Could go biomechanical like Borg or Alien, Battlestar Galactica. 1980 says a warlock staff holding a jagged crystal wrapped by that pattern.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice viney texture that I like.
Yes.
It's a
viney happiness.
So viney. Cat Swift says that is so cool.
Yeah. So anyway,
Just on phone cam right now.
hey Stan, do you want to say goodnight to people?
Do I want to? No. Will I? Maybe.
Why don't you go to Discam?
Tripod cam.
Good night, everybody.
Hold on.
Wait, there-
Stan,
There you
go
go.
say goodnight.
good night. And then get the hell out of the way.
Why am I so bad at this?
Unclear. Good night.
You have the button?
I have the button. I'm good at that part.
Good night, everybody. Go make stuff.
Alright.